Welcome back users. In today's video, we will check out the MX21 AHS desktop. It has got XFCE as the desktop. Let us check it out. In the last video, you had seen the installation of MX21 AHS. So logically now we will go and do a detailed review of MX21 AHS. So let us start. We will start the virtual machine. So the virtual machine will boot for the first time after the installation is completed. So the system is now booting up. It will be slow because this is the first boot up after the installation. It has started some of the system services now. Now the wallpaper is booted up. The login screen comes up. Here on the login screen, let us check out. Yes. So you get the language selection. There is accessibility feature, and of course the best thing is the on-screen keyboard is also available. So if I click on the on-screen keyboard, so this is the onboard keyboard that is comes with default with the ISO and gets installed. So this is very valuable tool. So we click. So the panel is on the left hand side, it is vertical. So first thing what you do on installation is, okay, let us first finish the welcome screen. So the welcome screen shows you the FAQs regarding the MX Linux. The users manual is there. The MX Linux wiki is there. The MX Linux tools are there. The panel tweak shortcuts are there. Forums, videos on the MX Linux. You can directly start contributing by clicking on this link. Some popular apps are there and the tour of the MX Linux. So let us start the tour of MX Linux. So this is the tour for the MX Linux 21 AHS XFCE desktop edition. So this is the intro. So what they are given is, MX Linux is designed to introduce and orient you to many features and graphical tools of MX Linux XFCE edition. Each topic area has been separated into tabs on the far left. So you can navigate these tabs by clicking them or using the up and down key of the keyboard. So let us start. We go to the panel. So this is the power button. The clock is there. This is a dock-like taskbar or a dock-like panel, you can say. This is the notification area, this complete, and this is the whisker menu, that is the default XFCE application menu, which is called whisker. Okay, so those are the whiskers of the XFCE mouse. So let us go ahead. Okay, then the whisker menu. So this is the search bar, so you can search your applications or system settings from here. At the top there are quick links to the system settings menu, the screen lock, and what is this? I think this is a downloader. Let us check it out in the installation itself. And this is the log off, power off, sleep, hibernate, all those power settings are there from here. The application are shown here. This is again the whisker menu. Here the categories of the applications are there. This is the favorite part of the application, the recently used applications and files. You can see it here, and here all applications are seen alphabetically. They will be arranged alphabetically. So let us go to the taskbar. So here you can manage your taskbar. You can do tweaking of the taskbar settings. So this is the console. So you can pin any app to the dock. You can edit the launcher of any app. You can remove the app launchers. Then you can do tweaking of the terminal preferences. You can minimize, maximize, move, resize, and always on top settings of any app from here. So here you can set the properties of the dock-like taskbar. So it will you can manipulate the behavior of the dock-like taskbar or dock-like panel here. You can pin any open application by right clicking and checking pin to dock. You can customize the look and feel by right clicking between two icons and selecting properties. And the dock-like taskbar properties can also be selected from the panel tab of the MX Tweak. Okay, so the MX Tweak app we will see later. Let us go to the Conky. So this Conky is a widget where you can get system information in a different creative and beautiful way. So we will check it out later. So Conky is a lightweight system monitor. Yes, so it is a system monitor. It displays the system information in very attractive and informative way. It can display the status of CPU, memory, temperatures. So in short, it can fetch the data from the system sensors and show it to you in a attractive way. Then we go to the MX tool. So this MX tool, you can do a live USB. You can take a system snapshot. You can change root rescue scan. You can have a job scheduler. You can change the boot options. You can do a boot repair. You can do the system cleanup. You can edit the menu. You can administer the different users on the system. Here in the setup, this was the maintenance section. At the top there is a live section, and third from the top is setup section. So here you can check about MX Linux. You can do bash config. You can install your NVIDIA drivers. You can install the codecs. You can tinker with the Conky. You can change, edit your date and time. You can configure your network using the network assistant. You can select the sound default sound card and do the sound settings. Here you can edit the system sounds. Here is the brightness system tray. Now in this you can tweak the panel using the MX Tweak. This is called MX Tweak app. This is the welcome app. You can do the settings for the system keyboard. Here you can set the system locales. In the softwares you can fix JPG keys. You can install package, and this is the repo manager. Now the MX welcome screen that we have seen earlier, so I will not repeat it again. Now the MX tweak screen is there. So here you do the tweaking of the panel. So you can change the display horizontally or vertically, restore a default panel, delete a default panel, take a backup of the current panel configuration, restore backup of the current panel configuration. So it is very beautifully, everything is there in the place. So user, if it goes wrong, he can restore the backup of the panel, because many times what happens is on right clicking, when you are ticking the panels by mistake, the panel gets deleted. Then you can use these settings to restore the panel. If you have got the backup of the current panel configuration, you can restore it. So that is very helpful. Here you can directly install the different apps. So host of apps is there. Now MX Linux is based on Debian 11. So all the Debian packages will be available here in the MX Linux repos. So you can use this install apps to install the different apps. Here is the updater. So you can view upgrade using synaptic, MX package installer, history, check for updates, MX updater help. The synaptic help is there, preferences are there to go for the upgrade mode, for the left click behavior. So if you left click on this updater, it will open up the either the synaptic package manager or the MX updater view and upgrade window. Icons, you can change the icon, so you can use a wireframe, classic, pulse. Okay, so another options is automatically answer yes to all the prompts. So what happens is sometimes when you start the installation of pack, it will ask you certain queries, say like you do you want to install this dependency, this app package is old, do you want to install the another pack which is a newer version, so like that. So you can change these options here, use the desktop notification, start MX updater at login. So there are different settings to be done for the updater from here. Now this is the snapshot utility, MX snapshot utility, where you can take the backup of your data and your system. So here you can choose what kind of backups you want. You want to take the backup of documents, downloads, you want to take the backup of desktop, you want to take the backup of networks, music, pictures, videos, and all of above. Then go to timeshift. Timeshift is the backup and restore utility. This is very beautiful. So there are two utilities. Either you use the MX snapshot. The MX snapshot, what exactly it does it? It takes the snapshot of the complete system and it stores, and then you can restore the complete snapshot back. So your system gets restored. Suppose there is a system is down, and if you use the MX snapshot and restore the older snapshot, then the system will be up and running within very short time, and you will get the system as it was before the system crash occurred. So this is very good app. Time shift is also there. Then the system info is there. It shows you the system info using the terminal, and you can get the help. So FAQs are there, MX Linux manual is there, MX forums are there, MX wiki is there, MX videos, MX on the Facebook. So these are their social channels. Facebook and Reddit is there. So this is the MX tour. We will now shut this off. So MX tour is complete. We have got an idea of the what is available in the MX Linux. So now let us go to the tweak panel. Okay, now first what you do is, when you do a installation on a bare metal, first thing you have to, at least I do that, because I don't like this vertical panel, I like the horizontal ones. So I just go, okay, why it is not going, okay. This is the apply button. So now the panel has been applied at the bottom. So if you want to have it like dock like, you go to here, indicator side is rectangles, indicator orientation is automatic, active indicator is shown in this light orange color, and inactive indicator is by blue color. Okay, so you can check out. Okay, let us check what happens. Okay, so you can see either small rectangles are coming up. So the active, so whichever window is active, say the dock like taskbar is active, so it is showing a orange indicator here, and the rest which are inactive, they are shown by blue color. So this was the purpose. Now let us go to the, yes, and this XFC settings, if you click on this, it will open the whisker settings. So we will need not do the whisker setting, because the whisker settings, the XFC whisker settings are there, and on the top of that there is the MX tweak settings are there. So MX tweak has modded the original XFC desktop to make it more attractive and pleasant and usable, more usable to the user and more customizable to the user. So that was their intent. They have done a very good job, and because of this great work, MX Linux is number one distro right now. So I think since last 1 year, MX Linux is at the top. It is number one. So now let us go to the themes. Here the application themes are there. So quite a long list of themes. Advaita Dark, Arc Dark, Arc Darker, Graybird Dark, Graybird MX is there, Emacs is there, Matcha Alice, Matcha Azul, Matcha Purell, Matcha Light C. So different themes for the application is there, and different themes for the window manager is there. So you can even mismatch this theme. So you choose. So right now what is I will show you. Right now MX Comfort is the application theme, and MX Comfort is the window theme, and icon theme is Papyrus MX Blue Dark Plain. So you can say you take the application MX Comfort Dark for the application. You take the Numix as a window manager, and you can use the Papyrus Dark. So you can mismatch all the three themes, different themes for the these three kinds, that is the application, window manager, icon. So you can mismatch all these themes and create a theme of your own, and then you can save the current setting as a theme set. So it is very beautiful, very customizable desktop is there. Full credits to the MX Linux team for this wonderful MX Tweak app. Then you go to the compositor. So the V blank is auto. You can choose to keep it off. You can choose the other X present and GLX. Then the transparency and shadow option. So compositor is using the default XFWM, that is the XF window manager compositor. So you can use Compton or none, and you can choose the XFWM compositor settings from here. You can tweak with that. Then we'll go to the display. You can use the GTK scaling here. 1 to, let us see how much you can have. Okay, we will not scale, otherwise. Okay, now for the display, the resolution is at 1024 into 768, and the X render scaling is 1. So if you do the if you move the scaling ahead, then the display size will change, and it may go out of the physical display. The display will go out of the physical. So what will happen is some of the border areas of the display will be cut off, and you can do the software brightness from here. So if I do, it will change the display. Okay, here you can on the config options, you can do reset the Thunar custom right click actions, enable single click on desktop, enable single click on Thunar file manager, enable desktop zoom, and enable Hibernate on logout menu, and disable shortening of long file names on the desktop. So these are some other miscellaneous settings. And the last is the other, that is reset light DM login screen to system default theme, enable mounting of internal drives by non-root users. So that is all. This setting, enable mounting of internal drives by non-root users. This is very important and very user friendly setting. Many times what happens is some of the systems don't allow non-root users to mount any SD cards or any USB devices. Then it becomes very impractical, because not every user is not a hacker, or he is not trying to take away your data. So say family, your mom and dad wants to use the same laptop, they can easily do, and they can easily access the USB drives and SD cards, because the mounting of internal drives is enabled for the non-root users from here. So this is very good and helpful app for the users. We close this down. Now let us we go to the tools section. So that we already discussed it earlier in the MX tool. So I will not explain anything more, because everything has been explained. Yes, in that screenshot the utilities was not there. So the utilities, you can format the USB, you can mount any device connected to the your laptop from this iDevice mounter. This is used specially for the Apple devices. So if you connect your Apple device with the USB, then you can mount the Apple device's SD card or the internal drive on the laptop. And the quick system info, let us check it out. So quick system info will open the terminal, and the system info we will display on the terminal. So we click this off. Okay. Yes, the codec installer is important. So if you can install the extra codecs. This application allows you to install restricted codecs. So right now the restricted codecs are not installed by default. If you click it yes, then only the codecs will be installed. So for the most of the users, they will want to install this restricted codecs. We will not install because this is just a review. I just want to show you around the system. So this is also very good user and enhancement. So such kind of system enhancements for the users make the distro very popular. So MX Linux has done the best job, and because of this loaded system enhancements to the Debian system, they have made a number one distro right now in the Linux world. Now let us check out the user. Yes, so like the Manjaro Linux distro, they also got a detailed user manual. So do check out the user manual. I will not go into detail because this is very long. It is 188 pages, but always have the habit of going through the user manual when you use a new distro. You should suitably read the manual first and then do the installation. But suppose any if you do the installation, then after the installation you should go through the user manual in the first week itself, so you don't run up into problems. So now let us okay, now check out the popular ad. So this will open the store. Okay, this is the MS package installer. It has opened, not the store. So, or maybe this is the store itself. Let us check out if the separate store is there or what. Or this is the installer, and then there will be separate store also. Let us check. So for audio, Audacious, Audacity, DeepBeep, MPD music player, Pithos, QMMP, Spotify, XMMS is there. For browser, let us check out. Okay, so list of browsers: Brave, Chromium, Falcon, Firefox is installed by default. Firefox extended service. So this is the long-term Firefox version for the LTS distros. The Google Chrome is there, Opera, Pale Moon is there, Vivaldi, and WaterFox is there. So it is a derivative of the Mozilla Firefox. Now for the children, some preschool, primary, scratch, and secondary games are there. Now let us check out the desktop environment. So you can have a budget desktop, GNOME based, KD, LXD, and Mate. So for LXD and Mate, it will be just a basic install of the Mate. Okay, now let us check out the development. So MS VS Code is there, Qt5 development environment, that is the IDE, and the documentation is there. Compare is there to compare the difference and merge files. Git tools are there, deb packaging tools are there. So this is a Debian based system, so they have included the deb packaging tools, and Atom is there. So Atom is the text editor. We go to the docs. So Cairo and Plank docs are available. For email, Clause, Evolution, KML, and Thunderbird is there. File managers, Dolphin, Nemo, PC Man, FM, Rocks Filer, Space FM, and Sunflower is there. FTP, FileZilla, and GFTP is there. Let us check out the kernels. So NTX 4.19 64-bit kernel is there. NTX 4.9 64-bit kernel is there. and NTX 5.10 64-bit is there, and Debian 64-bit, that is a 5.10 LTS stable kernel is there. This is the kernel of the Debian 11 Bullseye version. So now let us go to languages. So lot of languages are supported. Kodi, Plex is there, Handbrake and WFF is there, media converters. Okay, let us check out the office. So Abbey World, Caliber, Evice, GNU Cache, GNU Numeric, LibreOffice backports version is there, Master PDF editor is there, Ocular, only Office desktop editors are there, SoftMaker Free Office 2021 is there. So in printing, HP printing is there, remote access is there, screencast. So here the OBS studio is there, simple screen recorder is there, screen say extra screen savers are there, screenshot utilities, snip and XFC screenshot is there, themes are there. Okay, torrent, so deluge, qbit torrent and rtorrent are there. Let us check out the utilities. AppArmor, Clonezilla, FileGraph, Custom, Redshift, Synapse. So lot of applications. Okay, the for video Caden Live, M player, OpenShot is there, and SM player is there, and SM tube is there. Okay, so for the wallpapers, what they have done is they have allowed the older wallpapers also. So MX 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19 wallpapers are also available, and the window managers are there. Let us check out the Fluxbox and IHWM window manager is there. Then you go to the stable repos. These are the popular applications. Now go to the repo section. Okay, for the first time it will download the this repo source list, sync with the repos. Now first to, okay, so 170 packages are available for upgrade. We will not do the upgrade because that this is just a review. Then we go to the MX text repo. Okay, so these are the applications under testing. If you want to contribute to the MX project by testing out the packages, you are welcome. You can do it from here. Debian backports. Okay, so Debian backports is enabled by default. So you can choose the application of your choice from the list here and install. Okay. Let us check out the kernel, which backport kernel are available. Yes, so Linux source. Okay, check. Config. Okay, the 5.14, 5.15 and 5.16 kernel are available. NVIDIA kernel DKMS. Okay. Okay, so I don't have idea about this NVIDIA because I never had any NVIDIA card in my system, in any of my system. So I leave it to you. You can check out yourself. Now these are the flat packs. So flat packs are enabled by default in MX Linux. That is very good. Flat packs are better than Snap. Snap applications take a long time to open. My video cutter, if I installed in using the Snap in Ubuntu, it will take around half a minute to just open up. It is very boring and frustrating. But Flatpaks, though installation takes more time because it downloads lot of data from the Flat Hub, but once installed, it is very fast. So it is downloading the list, I think, from the Flat Hub. Yes, and here you can choose whether to show Flatpak for all users or only for the current user. Yes, the remote Flatpak repo is FlatHub by default, and here you can choose all apps, all runtimes, all available install apps. So you can filter. So these are the basic filters they have given. So remove. Okay. So this many applications are available. Epiphany, Guinea, Firefox is there. Okay, let us check out the Firefox. You can also install the flat seal that is used to manage the permissions for the Flatpak apps. Okay, firmware is also there. Gnome firmware is there. Okay. Let us check out the Firefox. It is not showing the version. Okay. But for yes, what we can say is Firefox is there. So the popular apps, Firefox is there. Some plugins are also there. Okay. Audio plugins are there. Blender is there. Okay. Can we check? Weed cutter is there. Okay. Weed cutter is also there. So weed cutter Flatpak is there. So you can install the weed cutter from here. Okay. So this was the MX package installer. We close this. We have checked out all the features of the MX package installer. Wiki user manual FAQs, you can check out forums, FAQs, videos also you check out. I need not do it here. So I close this MX Linux welcome screen, and then let us check out if the synaptic. Yes, the synaptic package manager is available. So this is very feature rich and capable package manager. You can use this. Do have the habit of using this. This is also what we can say. You need some experience, like you need to have the experience to install apps from the terminal. You also need to have experience to install apps using the synaptic package manager, because it has got many features in this. I will show you. You can generate package download script, you can download packages, you can search, save packages, you can have markings on the packages, you can add the CD-ROM. So suppose you have got some packages on the CD-ROM, then you load the CD-ROM in the system, and then you can add the CD-ROM. So the CD-ROM will become a local repo. You can do it all this from here. You can mark the upgrades, you can check the upgrades, you can fix the broken packages from here. You can log the versions. Many things are there. You can automatically install packages also. You can change the preferences, the repositories, the filters. You can set the internal option. That we will not touch right now. We will do it in some other way. But many it is a feature rich package manager. So it is not like that using terminal you are more smarter than others. No, that is not like that. This is also very capable package manager, and you require some skills. You can use this package manager for 1 or 2 months, then only you will become expert in using this. So this also requires skills. It is not like that only terminal installing apps from terminal requires skill. This also requires skill. Now you see here the different categories of software are there, so it is very easy to search here. So if you say, if I want to search application, say communication, so I will go here. So all the communication related apps like caller app is there, dialer is there. So you can go to the communication and then you can check it here directly. click on the communication, then you in the quick filter you type the name of the application you want and it will be shown, or you can type this keyword also and then do a quick filter. So this is very fast. If you learn to how to use it, then you can do it. You can even install the desktop environment from here. It is very easy. Just you must know the package dependencies. So if you use this synaptic package manager, you will learn about the package dependencies. So what happens is, once you click any of this package in the GNOME desktop soft environment, it will automatically pick up the dependencies. So you come to know about the package dependencies, how they work. So if you want to know more about the system, you have to learn the synaptic package manager. If you see it visually, you understand better and you understand fast than if you see a terminal. Always remember this. Most of the people nowadays are good in visual skills. So the reading habit has gone. So many people will not want to read, because terminal is reading. You have to read and communicate through the keyboard. But here the visual the eyes are used. So visual skills are nowadays better in human beings than reading. So reading is a fast losing skill of the humans. More and more people, because of this audio video tools that like TV and everything is there, so people are now more towards learning by audio video tools. So the different graphics apps are shown here. So here's kernel and modules. So let us check out the kernels. Okay, so these are the kernel headers. So MX 5.15, 16 is also available, 17 is also there. So you can install the latest kernel also. 5.17 is available. So look, in the app MS package installer, the kernels were not visible. All the kernels were not there. But if you open the synaptic package manager, you can see the kernels here. So that is the difference. This is a very feature rich. If you get the habit of using the synaptic package manager, nothing like that. Because in the terminal you will not know what to exactly select. Yes, you will do say sudo apt search linux kernel, or then it will show you a list of kernels also. But here it is visual. Just you go to the kernel and module section, it is available. No need of typing or doing anything. I am not saying that typing is bad or using terminal is bad, but terminal is normally to be used in headless servers. So it is like that if they install a GUI on a server will slow down, of course. And the other thing is that people might make mistake, because when GUI is there, people will try to tinker more. So if the only terminal is there, headless mode is there, then the chances of tinkering will reduce. So that's why the terminal is there. And terminal also helps to reduce the consumption of the system resources by the system, because the GUI is not there, so the memory remains free. So memory is not used for the graphics work. So try to learn synaptic package manager. It is a very useful and feature rich tool. Let us go ahead. Let us check out the system. Okay, now here you can see ADSL configuration is also there. So you can configure your ADSL lines using this app. Then the bash config, bulk file rename you can do, conky toggle is there, deconf editor is there, disk usage analyzer is there, the GDB package installer is there. So you can download a deb pack and install it using the GDB package manager. gparted is there, gsmart control is there, htop is there, lightdm gtk greeter settings are there, lucky backup, that is the super user backup is there, MX USB unmounter, MX updater is there, MX user manual, print settings, sensor view are there. This will all show the sensor views. The system profiling and benchmarking tool is also included. That is great. Task manager is there. Let us check out the task manager. So system is using around 811 MB of RAM out of the 3.8 GB is allocated. So it is not very high on system resources. But since the different mods have been done to the base XFCE version, so if you install a vanilla XFC, it will just take 550 MB. But since this is a modded XFC, it is using 800 MBs of RAM. But still, system is very light, responsive, snappy, no issue. Okay, what I was okay. Now there's gsmart control. So if you want to check the health of your HDD, you can do it here. Right now it will not show because this is virtual HDD. So this app will not work, but you can enable the smart and monitor your HDD performance. So it will alert you before your hard disk fails. So this is worth using. Let us close this down. Any other things to be seen? Let us check. Okay, though it is using the XFC 4.16 as the base and Debian 11 Bullseye as the base. So these two bases are used to build this MX Linux 21 AHS version. And let us check out the kernel. Okay, the kernel is 5.14. So the base Debian Bullseye edition comes with the 5.10 kernel, LTS kernel. But since this is a AHS, they are using the 5.14 kernel. So you get the latest kernel to use on your latest device. For the older systems, they have to use only MX Linux, that is MX dash 21 only. No need to use the AHS, otherwise it will cause problems to your setup. I think I have covered enough. Now the Conky settings and everything we can do it in another video. I will not show you here. This was the detailed review about the system. Conky is just one part of the system. We will do it some other time. Thank you very much. Do subscribe to our channel. Do watch our videos regularly. Don't forget to click on the bell button so you will not miss any of the videos. Do comment. Do interact with us. Do let us know the topics you want to watch videos on. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.